What is up, everyone? Welcome to Heroes Avenue. My name is Darren, and we have a lot of things to talk about. We're going to talk about Marvel and DC stuff together. And but before I start, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below, and go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Heroes Avenue. And yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about. So I'm going to put the chapter times at the bottom below. So if you want to go ahead and skip over to the favorite story that you want to look at or listen to, go ahead and do that now. So we're going to talk about Avengers Endgame. We're going to talk about the Black Canary photos. We're going to talk about Man of Steel, or I guess Henry Cavill. And we're going to talk about some X-Men and Deadpool stuff. Alright, so let's go straight into the Avengers Endgame. Because Avengers Endgame right now, the current runtime is still 3 hours long. Alright, so the Russo brothers, they did a recent interview with Collider, and they talked about the current shooting of it and how they screened it with people. And let's just watch that quick clip real quick, and let's see what they say.
And I have to ask this because I heard that this could be, and it's not a spoiler question for Endgame, but I heard this could be the first Marvel movie that you guys are releasing at 3 hours. And you've said that before. Are you still at the 3 hour mark? Is it close to that?
We're still at the 3 hour mark.
Right. Do you think it's the studio is going to be down with a 3 hour?
I mean,
movie?
I think the studio is down with whatever the best story is, and right now we think the movie's playing well, and we've had great responses from our test audiences, and we're feeling very good about where it is. We're still doing work to it.
Yeah, we're definitely not done.
Yeah, we're not done with it, but it is again, this is a culmination film of 22 movies. It's a lot of storytelling to work into it, and emotion is an intrinsic part of that to us. And when you have to tell a really complicated story, and you want strong emotional moments for the characters, it just requires a certain amount of real estate. And this one in particular feels like 3 hours worth of real estate.
I would be down with a 4 hour movie. My only thing is for kids. Like, are you even thinking intermission or no?
We joke about it at the edit room, but I think
I will say this: we have screened the movie 4 times for audiences. We've screened the movie 4 times for audiences now.
So there are people out there that know how it ends. Damn them.
Perhaps. But for the first 3 screenings, not a single person got up to go to the bathroom.
We took that as a good sign.
Say no more. I could ask you a million other questions. I'm just going to say, and I mean it seriously.
All right, so wow, so 3 hours long and no one has used the bathroom within 4 test screenings. That is crazy. That's incredible. Wow, those people really did hold their piss and shit. Wow, that's crazy. I think I would do the same. I think normally for me, when I go watch a movie, I use the bathroom beforehand because I know I'm gonna stay there for like 2.5 hours. And yeah, 4 times they screened it 4 times and no one got up. That's crazy. Yeah, I totally agree. I believe that Disney's doing it, or Marvel's doing it right. They're putting the story first before anything. And so if the story feels like it should be 3 hours long, let it be 3 hours long. And I think that is a perfect way to go about these movies. And yeah, I wish that happened with Batman vs Superman. I think that would have been a perfect choice, because the extended cut is a lot better, right? So yeah, I think this is great. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this 3 hour cut is too long for you guys, or do you wish it's perfect, or do you guys wish it was even longer? I personally wish it was longer. All right. Anyways, the next story that I want to talk about is the Black Canary photos. So we did get new look at her costume. I guess people are saying that this Black Canary costume or image that popped up on the internet on Twitter is her civilian costume. So it's Journey Smollett-Bell. She's rocking a blue outfit with a yellow crop top. You can see her belly, and she's wearing like looks like not like a pea coat, but she looks like she's wearing a navy blue coat and navy blue pants. And her hair is similar to the teaser that we just saw. And people are saying this is the civilian outfit and this is not her actual costume. But to me, honestly, I feel like this is I think this is the Black Canary costume that we're gonna see. I think this is their comic book adaptation costume, because if you look at the teaser costume that she was wearing, it didn't seem like you could fight in it, right? It doesn't look like she could. It doesn't. It's so flimsy. Like there's like a dress. It's like a fishnet dress, and it doesn't look like a perfect way to fight. And I feel like this, I mean, it looks more, you know, you could do more physical activity with it. You know, you could kick, you could punch, and yeah, she's also rocking. I think she's rocking the neck piece as well, and the little choker. I think this is it. I think this is the Black Canary costume that we all been waiting for. Not waiting for, but you know, been waiting for them to reveal as the official Black Canary costume. And I think it, you know, I think it's a shame because we never got the, you know, the comic book version of Black Canary costume. I mean, we did get a really close one in the Arrowverse, but in the movieverse, I would feel like they should, you know, at least give her the fishnet pants. I know there were other iterations of Black Canary with pants, like she was like fully wearing pants and a jacket. I'm thinking because this is a female-led movie, they're not going to sexualize these characters as much as they would if you know, a male director did, like, you know, like with David Ayer. But yeah, I really wish we got those fishnet pants and with the jacket. I think that would have been tight with the gloves and all that. But I personally feel like this is the official Black Canary costume, honestly. They did say that, you know, they're not gonna fully adapt the comic book version of the superheroes, but they're still gonna make them look cool. I forgot where the article was. I tried digging through the internet for it. I couldn't find it because it got buried with all the other Black Canary articles that came out recently. But that's what they did say. I believe it was Kathy Ann or Christina Hudson. I think they did say that. So kind of let down, but I think this version of the costume that she's wearing, it's very CW like. I'm just not feeling it, but we'll see how it looks on screen, right? All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is this Henry Cavill story. So a new article came out today from the Henry Cavill team, basically debunking rumors that Henry Cavill tried to seek out for a Superman sequel script, and he was looking for, you know, a director approval for the Superman sequel movie, and they debunked it, saying they never did anything with the director or looking for a script for the Superman movie. And it is a letdown because that does show that, hey, you know, it does show that Henry Cavill is not fully, you know, focused on a Superman sequel. I know he has talked about doing a Superman sequel, you know, in the past with like Christopher McQuarrie, the guy that directed Mission Impossible. I know they had conversations about it, but those were just literally conversations. They were just discussions, and what if I directed The Man of Steel? This would be my version of Superman, but they weren't really official, like getting like Warner Brothers involved type thing. Not like Margot Robbie did. I think it's really weird because, you know, I feel like Henry Cavill loves his character as much as Margot Robbie loves Harley Quinn, but Margot Robbie, she's definitely taking things to her own hands and developing what she can. And I just wish Henry Cavill did the same with Superman, and I think it would have worked out a lot better. But maybe there are some constraints with Warner Brothers, and maybe he doesn't have that much power as, you know, as Margot Robbie does with her character. So who knows? I mean, Superman is you know, as loved as Batman in terms of Warner Brothers. I know Batman is a lot higher, but he started the universe. He needs a damn sequel. Everyone's getting a sequel. You know, everyone's in talks of getting a sequel. You know, Aquaman's in talks of getting a sequel. You know, Wonder Woman's already getting her sequel. We're already gonna see Batman again with the Matt Reeves. Just give this man a sequel. This guy deserves it. It's crazy. We're gonna hit a decade. I'm sure it's gonna we're gonna hit a decade of not having a Man of Steel movie. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? Are you guys sad that Henry Cavill is not pushing for a Superman movie to Warner Brothers and just having these small discussions? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so the next story that I want to talk about is this Deadpool story. So now that Disney and Fox's deal is coming to a close, people are wondering what's going to happen to the X-Men and Deadpool. And is Deadpool going to stay rated R? And we did get confirmation from Bob Iger himself. He said that basically Deadpool will remain R-rated. Why fix something that's not even broke, right? I see this as like a money situation. Obviously, Deadpool is one of the biggest money-making machines over at Fox of last year. And yeah, I think this is a really smart decision in terms of what Disney's doing, keeping it rated R, because by keeping it rated R, you're gonna make that same amount of money every time. I'm just thinking they're gonna do less F-bombs and less sexual jokes, but I still feel like it's gonna be violent. There's still gonna be cursing in it, and Deadpool is still gonna remain breaking that fourth wall. But yeah, this does mean that Disney's open to rated R. I mean, we are hearing that Black Canary is going to be the first rated R Marvel movie. And what does that mean with the other characters? I mean, will Wolverine, will he get his own R-rated movie again? I personally think so. I think when they do recast a Wolverine, he will get his own standalone movie again, somewhere down the line. I feel like doing a one-shot of Wolverine would be really, really dope. I think one of my cool one-shots of Wolverine is the Wolverine versus Hulk, a comic book drawn by Lionel Francis Yu. That is one of the most goriest and brutalist matchups that I've seen with Wolverine. I mean, I haven't read that many Wolverine comic books, but that fight with him and versus Hulk would work perfectly, especially since they are in the same universe now. That matchup, I know they did an animated movie, but it wasn't on par with the comics at all. So I think if they did a live action version of that of some sort, I think that would be really dope. And it's kind of like a one-shot Elseworld type thing, but it would be a cool way to play around with those two characters, because who wants to know, like, who would win, Wolverine or Hulk? I think that's a really cool matchup. But yeah, this pretty much means that Disney is open to a rated R movie. So I'm gonna point the question to you guys: which character do you think that is going to be under the Disney umbrella will become a rated R movie? All right, so the last thing that I want to talk about is this New Mutants topic. So if you guys haven't been keeping up, New Mutants is doing very poorly from what people are reporting. It's so bad over there that they're considering pushing it to Hulu just to avoid the chaos in the box office. And I personally think it's a really smart decision. I mean, you're saving yourself because you're gonna have all these other people that are subscribed to that streaming service watch your movie, because they're probably not gonna, you probably get more people to watch it on the streaming service than people going to the actual theaters. And I feel like you'll save them money on marketing as well. I mean, they estimated that they reshot about 50% of the movie. That's like Justice League, and we all know how that turned out, right? So the fact that this movie is pretty unknown and obscure to the general audience, I think this would bring more people to watch it, because they are subscribed, and maybe even bring people that aren't subscribed to go to Hulu. And this would be a great way, because Disney is actually going to push more adult content when they merge with Fox onto Hulu in the future. So this could open doors to many things. I mean, they could push more R-rated content from maybe the X-Men verse to Hulu, so you never know. But I think this is a great decision for the New Mutants movie. It sucks for everyone else that worked on it, because it's not going to get that theatrical cut anymore, and they're just going to go straight into your home TV. So let me know what you guys think about all of this. I know it's a long video, but let me know in the comments below how you feel about everything, how you feel about that Black Canary costume, Henry Cavill, 3-hour Endgame, New Mutants, Deadpool. I think I might have said that already, but let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.